morning. This is July the 3rd, right? 4th. This is July the 4th, and we are in BBIS second semester compulsory English class, where yesterday we first read John Donne's poem The Flea, and then we quickly read George Orwell's story Shooting an Elephant. I finished Shooting an Elephant in 13 minutes. It was not a good idea. So what I request you, I taught the same story in section B today. And please watch the video this afternoon if you find time, because in that class I took 1 hour to teach the same story. Whereas I taught in 13 minutes. I quickly took you through the story. That's not a good idea. But first look the video, and then you may put me your questions, then we'll discuss if necessary. Now today, I want to start the next text, that is Steve Jobs' Stanford University commencement speech. Had I given anybody to present on it? No. Okay. I'll present. So you know what is a speech? Somebody is speaking, right? Now, commencement. To commence means to begin. And commencement speech is given during the graduation ceremony. When you finish all your 4 semesters study, and when you are about to graduate, then the university organizes graduation ceremonies. Last time it was organized in which hotel? Salty Hotel. Sometimes it is organized in other hotels too. Sometimes it is organized in the university premises. So commencement speech is the speech delivered by a highly influential personality. The universities invite a very famous celebrity sometimes. For example, our billionaire Basant Chowdhury, I heard, he delivered commencement speech at Kathmandu University sometimes before. So celebrities, Nobel Prize winners, professors, scholarly personalities, they are invited to deliver this speech, and students are in the audience, staff, teachers are in the audience, and then the commencement speech is thought to be a speech that can change people's life. It is so powerful. For example, many of the commencement speeches are later on printed, and they are taught around the world in courses. For example, there is one such speech in our course in Nepal by Salman Rushdie, titled the 1999 commencement speech. The 1999 commencement speech, where Salman Rushdie talks about hubris, human right, discipline, rule, control, etc. Recently, I was watching on Facebook, Microsoft founder Bill Gates was invited to deliver a commencement speech somewhere. I forgot the university. And Bill Gates went there with 11 points. And he finished the speech within 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. And then I was reading about these 11 points, which were based on Bill Gates' experience of life. So often the speakers of commencement speech, they share their life experience. So they share experience, not theory. practical experience. So Steve Jobs was invited by Stanford University in 2005 to deliver the commencement speech. तपाईँले मेरो कुरा सुन्नु भएन, ध्यान दिनु भएन, तर म यो पढाउँदिनँ। तपाईँले यो म यही क्लासमा घुम्छु, यो पुरै लेसन तपाईँले आफै पढ्नुपर्छ होला, पढ्नुहोस्, म पढाउँदिनँ। तपाईँले सुन्नु भएन कि? ल ओके, ल पढ्नुहोस् अब। र तपाईँले मलाई सोधे हुन्छ, कहाँ के बुझ्नुहुन्छ सोध्नुहोस्। म पढाउँदिनँ, I won't teach you, but I will answer your questions. You read it? Okay, go on. Start reading. Read and call me if you need help. कुनै word बुझेन, meaning बुझेन, जे बुझेन मलाई बोलाउनु, म भनिदिन्छु. Share a book. ल देउला एउटा ल. Read it. And call me whenever you need help.
Of this charismatic entrepreneur. So,
Charismatic entrepreneur. Charismatic means charisma. Charisma means magic, magical personality, a great personality. Entrepreneur means one who establishes industry, startup or factory, business. One who puts money in business. Please read. You have to finish. You have to finish in 20 minutes or 25 minutes. Read it. And as you read, if you have questions, note and I'll answer the questions. I will answer your questions. After 20 minutes, I'll start asking you questions one by one. And you will have to answer me. Finish in 20 minutes. अहिले म तपाईसँग आउँछु एक एक गरेर अनि कि तपाईले मलाई सोध्नु पर्ने हुन्छ क्वेशन लेसनबाट कि म तपाईलाई सोध्छु. Either you will ask me questions based on your reading or I'll ask you questions.
Rhetorical device and control and the same or different.
Okay, rhetorical device. Rhetorical device is like in this speech, Steve Jobs is telling a story. That's one device. Rhetoric means persuading the listener, convincing the people about something. And writers do various ways, techniques to convince people. Here, Steve Jobs, how is he convincing the audience? By telling the story. What kind of story? Stories about his life. He is sharing his life experience. That's a rhetorical device. Sometimes writers may argue, sometimes they may reason, sometimes they may compare, contrast. Here Steve Jobs is telling his personal life experience to convince students about something. I will be happy if you call me and ask me questions based on your reading. Serif and sans serif, if you go to word program and in the font box type write serif, a special type will appear. Serif and sans serif are letter shapes. आँखामा आयो मुख भन्न आएन कि यस्तो फन्ट हो कि फन्ट साइज हो डिजाइन हो फन्टको तिमीले ल्यापटपमा गएर घरमा सेरिफ हान ठ्याक्क आउँछ sans serif आउँछ serif and sans serif beautiful design of letter. Calligraphy, using your hand and the pen to draw beautiful letters, alphabet.
But I'm not understanding this line. Brought in instead around as a drop in for annual rating marks.
He first left the college,
Yeah.
but then went back for 18 months and he went in some classes. Then he completely left it. Drop out, drop in, then quit. First he dropped out, then he dropped in, then he quit. Go on, continue, go on, talk, keep talking, keep discussing. He tells 3 stories from his life. Okay. In relay race, you run 100 meter, then your friend is waiting for you there. You have a stick. You have to pass that stick to your friend. Then your friend has to cover another distance. He says that maybe I dropped the baton. The meaning is, I was in a team. I was in a team in the company, and maybe I could not maintain good relation with my teammates. So I was not a good team worker. And you will see that Steve Jobs is not a good team worker. He is good at working alone. That's why he was fired. He could not take other people with him. That's the point. Renasa, beginning of something. Beginning again. Beginning again.
Which model you didn't graduate? Biological model or advocate model?
Which mother?
Yes, I'm asking.
What is the question?
Biological model didn't graduate or his advocate model didn't graduate?
Didn't?
Graduate.
Oh, biological mother was graduate. His real mother was not a graduate. So you see, he has a very violent childhood. He was born from a girl who was not married, and he was born from a student's womb in the college who decided to give him for adoption. That's something painful, right? How would you feel? Just imagine your mother did that. You can't imagine. You can't imagine. It's so painful, you wouldn't imagine, right? That our mother gives us birth and then discards us like a puppy. Oh God, I can't imagine this thing. I can't imagine that my mother begets me and then says, I can't keep it, take it away. It's so painful to read. Keep reading. Where is your book? Finished? Oh, I want you to ask me questions. You have read. Let's talk. Let's talk. While they are reading, we'll talk. What's your name? Aditi. What did you read? Tell us, share what you read.
His whole life story.
Huh?
His whole life story.
His whole life story. Tell me the story.
We also read this in class 11 or 12, I think.
Hmm?
We also read this in class 11 or 12.
Class 11?
11 or 12. We had
Really?
read.
Okay, tell the story. Tell us the story. Tell what you remember.
He is born, his biological mother doesn't want him, so he's given out for adoption. And his biological mother thinks she's giving him out for college graduates, but they are actually not. So they adopt him, and they promise to make him go college, and he goes to college, but he doesn't find what he wants in the college, so he drops out. Then he goes to a calligraphy class, I think, calligraphy class,
And then?
from that only he creates the many text ones in the Macintosh computer, and Windows also copies it from it, so he is basically the one who he has created all the fonts. And then he cannot work in the Apple company for long because he cannot work in the team, as you said. That's why the board of directors fire him, because they sided with the another person. And then in 30 again he was starting from a new.
He is at zero.
At zero.
His $1 billion company is lost.
Yeah.
And then?
And he starts a company called Next. Then he also starts Pixar. Now Pixar created the movie called Toy Story. We have all watched Toy Story. And
Animation movie.
Animation movie. Pixar has become the biggest animation movie making company. And he also finds his wife in after that. And then he marries and he also has children. But after a few years, he finds out that he has cancerous cells in his pancreas. And then he is worried all day, but at the evening they find out that can be cured by surgery. before it was said that it cannot be cured, but in the evening they found out it can be cured. He has the surgery and he's fine. And now he's giving this speech at the college, and he said he connected all the dots from his past.
What do you mean by connecting the dots?
He's saying if it wouldn't have happened, he would not be here.
Can you make it simple? I don't understand the connecting dot point. What is connecting dot?
If you would have not been fired from Apple, you would have not started the next company.
Okay, I agree.
Yes.
But how? I don't understand that idea of connecting dot. How did he connect the dots?
By looking in the past.
Okay, keep thinking. I'll come back to you. Give me the mic. You keep thinking. I'll come back to you with the same question. What is connecting dots? Beautiful. Okay. You can call me to join a conversation with you. If you want me to talk to you, you can call me and I'll talk to you. You can put me questions, I'll put you questions. Anybody who wants to talk to me, talk to you, you can call me, yes.
Yes, question. So what is biological mother?
Biological mother is one who has sex, who is conceived, and in whose womb the baby grows. If I'm a woman, and if in my womb a child grows, I'm a biological mother. Another is foster mother. Foster is one who doesn't give birth, but one who raises. Relent. She agreed. She agreed.
Naively.
Naively. If you are naive, he says that naively I joined a most expensive college. So if you are naive, you are inexperienced, you don't know much about the area, and so you make mistakes. A naive player, yeah.
And dorm room.
Dorm room. When you join college, when you get hostel, the room given to you in hostel is called dorm room. Dorm is a room given to students in the hostel. I'll be happy if you call me to join a conversation with you and you put me questions, and I can put you questions, we can talk. We have 5 minutes left. I'll come back to you and I'll ask you a question. I'll tell me this thing. There are 3 stories and I'll ask you. I might ask you, love and loss when I kid you. You have to tell me. Finished? Good. You have finished almost. About to finish, right? Good. It was good I became angry, right? So you're doing on your own. So I should be angry like this every day, right? And teach you nothing. You read everything. Supriya, it was good I was angry, right? You're reading it. But Supriya is not happy. Are you happy reading yourself? Are you getting this story? Now we'll talk in a while. Finish it. Stuti, I want to talk to you. Let's talk Stuti and Divakar sir. It's all right. Okay. Stuti, Bisheshta and Divakar sir. We'll have conversation. You can keep it here. Okay. So, can you put me some questions on the story you read it? Any questions that come to mind? Imagine I'm a student. Ask me questions.
Like have you felt ever for example, the author has said connecting the dots. So have you faced that in real life?
Okay, she's asking, Steve talks about connecting dots in his life, right? And her question is, have you felt similar situation? So I will say yes. Connecting dot for me is, you do one thing in life, you take a decision. You take a decision. And then you move ahead. Then sometimes you feel, oh, that decision was not good. So to correct the situation, I should take another decision. You take a second decision. Chances are the second decision works for you. Chances are both decisions don't work for you. And you are in desperate situation. Then you take a third decision, fourth decision. Then chances are at one point your decisions start working for you. And when your decisions work for you, your life takes a right direction that you wanted. And then when you take right decisions in your life, and because of your decision, your life moves in the right direction, proper direction, you get successful life, you get success. And at one point, you are somewhere. Like for example, if I copy his example, he decides first to quit the college, right? Decision 1, dot 1. Dot 1 is, I want to quit the college, right? But then thinks, what should I do? I have no money, where should I go? Now dot 2, he says, I will collect Coca-Cola bottles, I will sell the bottles, I'll get 5 cents, I'll pay for my food. Then on weekend, I'll walk 7 miles, I go to Harkes Mandir and I'll eat food. Dots, decisions to survive in life. Then he says, no, I should go back to college. Then he drops in occasionally to other classes. Decision, dot number 3, I'll go to calligraphy class. Dot number 3 or 4, let's say. Then he learns calligraphy. Then dot number 5, he quits the college. Dot number 6, he comes home. Dot number 7, he opens a company in the garage, father's garage. Dot number 9, his company develops. Dot number 10, he hires a friend to manage the company. Dot number 11, his company becomes billionaire company. Dot number 12, he has future vision, his friends have future vision, there is disagreement. Dot number 13, the board meeting says, no Steve, your vision is not useful, their vision is useful, so we will expel you. Dot number 15, at 30, he loses a $1 billion company, he is nowhere, he is 0 to 0. 0 to 0. Dot number 16, I'll open another company, Next and Pixel. Dot number 18, I work hard. Dot number 19, I make the movie toy something. So dots go on. Dots are the decisions we take in our life. And the point is, and where does he get this idea of dot? He gets this idea of connecting dots. So the camera right? He gets this idea of connecting the dots in his college, where he joined the calligraphy class, right? In the calligraphy class, he learns to, how do you, in computer, how do you make letters? You feed 0 and 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, input, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So you go, that's how you make the letter. In nursery class, your parents may have given you a book that has dots printed. And they say, take this pencil and join the dots. And you make the pictures right. Do you remember? Yes. That's one meaning of dots. Another meaning of dot is, in your life, different things happen. And whenever something happens, you take a decision. And the quality of decision you take determines quality of your life. If your decision is wrong, for example, let me tell you, म 1990 मा मास्टर्स पढ्दै थिएँ, मेरो जाँच थियो जुनमा, अप्रिलमा कसैले मलाई खोज्दै जब गर्ने हो भन्दै गयो के युनिभर्सिटीमा। अनि मलाई मनमा के लाग्यो, अरे जब त म खोज्नु पर्ने हो, जबले मलाई खोज्दै आइरहेछ। जुन मेरो 2 महिनामा जाँच छ, मैले के गर्दिएँ, ल म पढ्दिनँ मास्टर्समा र म इन्डियाबाट नेपालमा टिचर हुन आएँ। त्यसले गर्दा के भयो, 1990 मा मैले 2 महिना पछिको मास्टर्स एक्जाम छोड्नले मैले के भयो, मैले मास्टर्स 2003 मा 13 वर्षपछि मात्रै गर्न सकेँ। इमेजिन गर त, मैले 13 वर्ष अगाडि मास्टर्स गराए भए मैले पिएचडी गरिसकेको हुन्थेँ नि त। I took a wrong decision. I connected a wrong dot. म इन्डियामा पढिरहेको मान्छे नेपालमा जब गर्न आउनु हुँदैन थियो। मैले त्यहाँ मास्टर्स गराए भए अरू जब पाउँथेँ। तर मैले फल्स के लाग्यो, अरे जब त राम्रै हो नि, पैसा आउँछ। I took a wrong decision. I connected a wrong dot. त्यहाँ झन् के भयो, अर्को wrong dot. I joined another school at Jamal, Kantipat. I left my study. I connected so many wrong dots. Meaning, I took so many wrong decisions. As a result, my life was not as I expected. I was not very successful in my life because I could not connect the dots in the right way. For example, if I connect dots like this, I created a beautiful picture of flower, right? Because I connected dots the right way. Imagine if I connected dots like this, nothing is created. So dots, every single dot is a decision you took in your life. Every single dot is a decision you took in your life. And each dot decides